Hello friends, this is Burbala Banto CPA from Concierge CPAs, and this is our Friday update about small business issues, and this is Friday, May 1st, 2020. So this week flew by. There's a considerable amount of questions about the PPP and the SBA loans, as you might imagine. The new issues are that more and more people are funded the PPP, and the question is, how can we spend the money so it will be forgiven? So there is little guidance about some details that everybody's interested in. People that I talk to, they are already funded. So please reach out to your CPA and accountant and make sure that you get help how to use this money so it will be forgiven by the banks and the SBA in 8 weeks. Now also, let's mention that restaurant associations and other organizations are trying to get the SBA make this 8 term longer, and especially for restaurants or businesses like hair salons that right now they're shut down, so cannot even legally pay employees. So we'll see. We're going to update you about if that happens or not. So if you're still looking to be funded, if you're on hold, hopefully you're going to be funded soon. If check back with your online bank or a brick and mortar bank to see if they need some more information. Otherwise, they did start processing new applications Monday morning with the second round of the money. So if you were funded, make sure that you follow all the guidelines of not having less full-time equivalent employees than before. The maximum cap, salary cap for each week is $100,000 divided by 52, so it comes out to like $1,900 some dollars. And also, what else? Other things that you can pay with like rent, utilities. Questions is, do the utilities have to be on the business's name or not? Like about cell phone, we got a couple of questions about what if my business's cell phone bill is under my personal name. So we need more guidance from the SBA about that. I heard another CPA say today that you want to stay in the middle of the road in case you're audited and you just make wise decisions. So hopefully you have somebody to reach out to. I would not recommend any small business owner to do this on their own. So they really need a bookkeeper, an accountant, a CPA who actually knows and has experience with this and has been following this the last couple of weeks, to help them. If your CPA is not one of them, just find another one. We received calls this week from people, small businesses that are not our clients, and their accountants didn't help them at all about this, and they have to spend $200,000 when they're a restaurant and they work with smaller less capacity. So hopefully you were funded and you will know how to spend the money. I got a good number of calls about self-employed Schedule C taxpayers wanting to apply for the PPP. Yes, it is available. You will need to have your 2019 Schedule C filed, prepared. Line 31, the bottom number, the net profit that you calculated will be the base of your PPP forgivable loan amount calculation. So you have to have the Schedule C in front of you when you apply online, and hopefully that number, line 31, is a profit, is a positive number. Now, I got a good number of calls regarding the idle loan applications that are right now, they are suspended on the SBA website. Check back every couple of days. Supposedly they still have money, they just halted the application, so they got through all these millions of applications that have been in the system, in the queue already. So check back. A note here, we heard that when you get your advance, it just shows up in your business bank account without an email or any other documentation. And then it might happen that you have to wait a week or 10 days to be contacted by the SBA for further information so they complete your loan applications. So if you're in that situation, just watch for an email from the SBA, look in your junk folder, and then hopefully, soon you're going to be contacted. Unemployment, got a good number of calls about being self-employed. the Schedule C, and applying for unemployment. Are you eligible? What's going on? So under the Federal Act, you are eligible. Obviously, you have not paid into the system. Schedule Cs usually do not have unemployment insurance. They do not pay. They don't have an account. But under the new law, under federal law, you can get the $600 a week. The downside is that the state unemployment agency will have your application. They're overwhelmed. They don't know. They have to verify that you were self-employed. So I've seen a good number of cases where people were denied or they didn't know what's going on. So just keep applying. Obviously, I have not heard anybody who could get through on the phone with their state unemployment agency, only email or online, whatever system they have. So make sure that you follow up. You have to pretty much, work for it, but you're going to get your benefits retroactively. So that's about unemployment. Stimulus. If you don't have 18 or 19 tax returns, make sure that you file. They're sending out checks, so if you don't have your direct deposit info on your 18 or 19 tax returns, you can go online on the IRS's website. You can update them. I heard back from a couple of people saying that they were not able to update their bank information on the IRS website. It just didn't work for them. When they were asking for security questions, just didn't recognize them. So if you're in that category, you're going to get a check, and I've heard that they already started sending out checks as well. So that's about the main updates about this week. Thankfully, we're still healthy and be able to work, and our clients are healthy and their relatives and their families. So that's good. We should be grateful for what we have. Us, we are very tired, and I can feel that our energy level is going down after so many weeks of working overtime, but we're still thankful to be here and to be relatively healthy and well. I just got these beautiful flowers. They're behind me on my desk from a good client of mine who stopped by today, and so that was nice to see them even from a little distance, and got beautiful flowers. So thank you again, Judith. And also just for the opportunity to serve so many people and be in contact with them. I hope that all small business friends of mine do have that group that they belong to, or advisory board, or other small business friends that they can talk to about this. I know even we just talk about SBA, PPP, EIDL loan, this and that, and especially if in your family you do not have other small business people, it could be really lonely. And you've heard me preach about this, how important that is to belong to an organization. I just had a town hall Zoom meetings with the entrepreneur organization where I belong to, and we have a town hall meeting on Zoom every Friday. It's just very important to express your frustrations, get all kinds of feedback, the experience share of other people. So it's really important. So hopefully you do have a good CPA, a good group where you can get support and information and just resources that can help you. There are a lot of people whose business is booming, right? And there are also people who are just shut down and they cannot do anything. But even there, I had a good couple of clients this week that they just brainstormed some new revenue niches that they can start doing under the current circumstances and make some money. So hopefully, you're able to brainstorm and come up with something if you're in that situation. For example, and just interestingly, I was able to be an expert witness in a court case for a client of mine over Zoom. So I never testified, especially not as an expert witness over Zoom. And so the courtroom and the judge and all the parties were in Texas, and I was here in Ohio in front of my computer. I was sworn in. They asked me questions. They passed me back and forth between the attorneys, and the judge talked to me, and it all took half an hour. I did not have to travel, and actually my client was able to win the case. So it was just a very interesting situation. So there are all kinds of new things that are coming out of the situation. Let's make the best of it, and let's reach out. The Cinco de Mayo is coming next week. We just mentioned here in the office, usually we go out for margaritas and eat some Mexican food for Cinco de Mayo. This year we are not going to be able to do that, but make sure that you relax over the weekend, have your family around you, even from a distance or over Zoom, and get some sleep, get some rest, so then next week we can go and take up the all the business and everything that's going on again. So with that, stay safe and healthy, and talk to you next Friday. Take care. Bye-bye.